aboard the Hot Mess Express. We got a new season of Love After Lockup.
All right, picking up a little speed now. Approaching the city.
And we now have a premiere date. The new season will be premiering on May 29th. And we only have about 4 more weeks to go. This is going to be the cast of inmates for this season. So get a good look at them. But I want to talk about everything that went down in the trailer and what we can expect. Here in about a week or so, the press release should be out. And then I will have more details on what to expect with all the storylines. But let's talk about what we saw in this trailer. So we have Rich and Felicia. They will be returning. They were on the last season. And Rich gets out and Felicia hugs him. It seems like they're on top of the world. But then things go south real quick because Felicia decides to go out with her homegirls. And somebody ends up showing Felicia, hey, what the hell is this? I guess you're not the only one with a mugshot. And she sees a mugshot of Rich. And this is a recent mugshot because Rich was apparently arrested multiple times the past 2 years. All of Felicia's friends were on Rich's ass, and apparently he was arrested in January 2025 in Texas for misdemeanor gun and marijuana possession. He ended up pleading guilty to the gun charge, and the marijuana charge was dismissed, and he ended up having to pay fines, and he was under community supervision. But it wasn't even a full year later before he was arrested for violating the conditions of his community supervision after he missed the meeting with his probation officer, I'm sorry, because he was out of the country at the time, and that was another probation violation because he wasn't supposed to be leaving the country, let alone leave the state, without getting permission from his probation officer. And he's had multiple arrests before being on the show. He's been divorced multiple times. Then they show a scene, and it looks like it's later that same night. Felicia comes face to face with Rich, and she decides to pull out his mugshot and confront him with it, and he was pissed. He just storms off. He really didn't have anything to say to her. Next, we have Kaylee and Michael returning, and they didn't show us a lot in the trailer. We just see them sitting down, having dinner, and then suddenly they get in some kind of argument. I don't know what happened leading up to this, but suddenly Kaylee just chucks her beverage all over Michael. And I'm like, okay, to me, it just is given scripted. It's losing its shock value because this is the same thing that her mother did to Michael's mother last season. And after I've seen it so many times, it's just not that exciting anymore to me. And next, we have a quick shout out to the sponsor of this video. Mother's Day is right around the corner, and if you're looking for a gift for your loved one that is timeless and luxurious, then Rose Forever has you covered. Mother's Day is the perfect time to celebrate and show appreciation for the one who has raised you. This is the pink one I got last time. And if you want to get one of these bouquets or something from Rose Forever, then I got you covered. You can use my discount code AmberKMDay20 and you can save $20 off your bouquet, and you get free shipping for all orders in the United States. And with Rose Forever, I think they offer amazing gift options. These flowers are made with special oils that make them last over a year, and they're low maintenance. I want like a taller bouquet of flowers that's in a vase I can just put in the middle of like my kitchen table. But yeah, these are the roses. They're absolutely beautiful. This is just such a great modern alternative to the traditional fresh flowers. And this vase is such high quality. You can feel the ceramic. Get one for yourself or your mother at Rose Forever. And don't forget to use my code AmberKMDay20 to save $20 off. And you get free shipping for all orders in the United States. Okay, now back to these cast members. So we have a new couple by the name of Dia and Cyrus, and they didn't show us a lot in the trailer with these two, but Dia is kind of giving good girl vibes, and like she is one of those naive people that doesn't really understand like what an inmate does for survival and all those good things. Well, apparently she kind of is a little experienced because she ended up dating Cyrus's cellmate. That was her ex-boyfriend, and that's how she ended up meeting Cyrus. And her family is so concerned for her decision to date another inmate because they know how terrible her last relationship with the inmate came out. So they were trying to warn her, but she does not seem like she's one of those type of girls that's willing to listen to anybody's advice. I don't know, the way she was acting, she kind of reminded me of Jessica, the one that was with Dustin. You know, she dated Dustin, went through all this hell with Dustin, and then turned around and got with a whole nother inmate who put her life through hell. And next we have Charlie and Hillary, and they look like an intriguing couple. Charlie and Hillary, they both look like they're in their 40s, 50s. And Charlie dresses very interesting. In every single scene they showed of him, he was fully decked out, dressed like a rock star. He's got the long hair, he wears eyeliner everywhere he goes, and he looks like he's about to summon a demon at any given moment. But yeah, he's dating this girl by the name of Hillary. And when they first started showing pictures of her, I'm like, okay, she looks like she's in her, you know, maybe late 30s, early 40s. But then when they started showing pictures, well, when they started showing a video of her without the filter and without the older pictures, she definitely looks like she's a lot older than that. Like to me, she looks like she's in her mid-50s at least. And I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but I don't get why they use such old pictures sometimes when they show these previews. Like, I can understand, like, at the beginning when we're getting to know someone, like, showing some throwbacks, but we don't need to see the throwbacks in the trailer. And then we learn that she, I guess, was a drug queenpin. They showed a body cam footage of her getting pulled over in a car, and this cop pulls out this big fat bag of crystal meth, and this is pounds of meth that she had on her. And she said that she was pretty much down for whatever in her criminal days. She was stealing cars, she was stealing whatever she could get her hands on, selling whatever she could get her hands on, and that's what ended up sending her to prison where she's at now. One of Charlie's friends tried to sit him down, and she's like, friend, do you really know what you're getting yourself into? And I don't know a lot about Charlie, but he kind of seems like a good guy who hasn't really been in trouble before. So his friends are kind of wondering, dude, do you really understand what you're getting yourself into when it comes to all this? And I'm just concerned when it comes to Hillary, because with it looking like she's in her late 50s, if you've been sitting here and you're still running the streets in your late 40s, your 50s, then I can't help but think if you're just set in your ways and you're never gonna change. Like, come on, it's time to grow up. This shit is not cute anymore. And then we have Damond, Goddess, and Bonita, and this is the couple I'm the most excited to see. And oh my god, Damond was cracking me up in the trailer because he literally got out to Goddess. He's hugging all on Goddess, and then he has to sneak away. And he has to go to this car, and he dresses out and changes into this other pair of clothes. And he says he has to go back to prison and re-release himself, pretend that he's getting released again so he can get picked up by Bonita. And this is the first time we have seen an inmate have to re-release himself to keep the lie going. But it looks like it works at first, but eventually Bonita starts to get suspicious, and she comes inside to this building because she's waiting outside forever. And I guess when she goes inside, they make it look like Goddess and Damond are inside all over each other, and like Bonita's gonna walk up on them any moment. And then at some point she gets really upset, and I'm assuming she likely probably found out about Goddess, and she runs to her car. She locks Damond out of the car and refuses to let him in. And then she ends up going home, and she had this welcome home cake she got for him, and she tore that shit up. She destroyed that cake. I'm like, damn, you could have at least just kept it and ate it yourself. But I get it, she needed something to take her anger out. I mean, it's better that than Damond's face. Also, I'm loving the long hair on Bonita. I think it looks so great on her. But at first I was like, I hope this is not just like a little editing cut where they're trying to make it look like Bonita's walking in on this building with Damond and Goddess, when in reality she's walking to a building that they're not even in, just trying to make it look like something it's not. But I noticed that when Damond was in this skating rink all over Goddess, he was wearing the same exact shirt that he was wearing when Bonita ended up locking him out of the car. So it does look like she may potentially caught him in the act hanging out with Goddess. And I just hope that they don't drag this out till the very last episode. Like, I'm sure they're not going to give it away the first or second episode, but we don't need to wait till the very end of the season, because otherwise I'm going to be pissed. I want to see them find out about each other within the third or the fourth episode, and I want to see how Damond's going to juggle it from there on out once they do find out about each other, and if he's still going to be able to keep Bonita around while he's still talking to Goddess, and vice versa. Then we have Carrington and Zay, and they really did not show us much with these two at all. They just showed Carrington being head over heels in love with Zay, talking about, oh my god, he's 10 out of 10, definitely recommend. And then her family and friends were all trying to sit her down and warn her that he may just be scamming her, but she doesn't want to believe it. And then we have another new couple, Kirsten and Brady, and Kirsten revealed that she ended up marrying Brady while he was in prison before they had the chance to be intimate. So she has no idea. For all she knows, he could have a 1-inch package and she's tied to that shit for life. But it really seems like they're in love with each other. He got out, they're all over each other. But I guess he has an ex-girlfriend, and there's some kind of drama going on with Kirsten and his ex-girlfriend. They show a scene where Kirsten goes over to his ex-girlfriend's house, and they end up getting into it to the point where she was screaming and she ended up having to leave the house. So that should be interesting. I would be scared if I was dating someone and they wanted me to go meet up with their ex-girlfriend on national TV. You just know shit's about to get heated. And I was looking at all the inmates, and I'm like, okay, did I cover all these inmates? And some of these inmates are just so unrecognizable in their mugshots compared to how they look on the show. But then again, they really filter these mugshots. Like, if you actually look at a lot of these cast members, these mugshots they use aren't even the same mugshots from when they were arrested. They just kind of take the best one they find and run it through AI and then kind of perfect it. But I noticed the woman in the left-hand bottom corner, I don't think I covered her because I don't think I saw her in the trailer. I watched the trailer over and over again, and I could not figure out where she was. So I guess they didn't include all the couples, but once the press release comes out, we'll definitely know more information on her and her man. But yeah, what do you guys think about this season and what we know so far? I'm definitely interested in seeing Damond, Goddess, and Bonita. And I mean, there's a few couples that stand out to me. There's a few couples I'm like, oh, why you here? But I'm definitely excited either way. We only have 4 more weeks to go. I really love this time of the year where they start Love After Lockup, because then we don't ever get that much of a break afterwards before Life After Lockup comes back on, because this has just been one hell of a year, having to go 4-5 months at a time, or 2-3 months between seasons. That's too much in my opinion. But let me know what you guys think about this cast and what to expect in the comments below. And thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to check out Rose Forever for your Mother's Day gifts, and use Amber K MDay20 to save $20 off your bouquets. And with that code you can get free shipping in the USA, and that code is only for a limited time only, so make sure you jump on that offer before the coupon code is no longer good. But thank you guys so much for watching.